What are we talking about?
Not the bathrooms.
Mm-hmm. That wasn't the question.
I want to talk about Val's clothing line. I want to talk about MsCpix photography skills. Stat. Because that was my stat sound.
They don't make that sound in the hospital.
They do.
They do not.
Clear.
Say no to drugs.
Here we go.
You're tuned in to the Profit and Growth Hour here on WDRBmedia,
The voice of the community.
I am Dr. Bizness.
And I'm your one and only Lady Guns. That's greatness under no stipulation.
And joining us is...
MsCpix.
And Valworth Jones.
MsCpix stands for...
Christ poured into excellence.
All right now. And Valworth Wellington Jones
Yes, ma'am.
is the mastermind behind
Change your mindset.
Change Your
MsCpix LLC.
MPEC. And MPEC stands for...
Empowering, motivating, and pursuing excellence courageously.
Say that one
Why
more
would one
time.
want to do that?
Empowering, motivating,
And
pursuing
pursuing excellence courageously.
Courageously.
Why?
It's the trying to get better. It's all about progression in life. So anything that you're trying to do in life, it's always best to pursue it courageously. Yeah.
But some people
Be
don't
bold.
want to do that.
Well,
Then they have to come to his Change Your Mindset forum. So
that's the beauty of it.
You
Some
have a
people just don't have that
whole
experience.
line of folk. Because a lot of people are stuck on stupid,
Mhm.
and they just want to be there, and they're happy there because they're comfortable there, because good is the enemy of great.
Right.
And oftentimes when a person is good, they don't want to rock the boat. They don't want to launch out into the deep, and they don't want anything more for themselves because I'm good. Leave me be.
True.
Enough is enough.
But there's not that much you can do about that. The only thing you can do is extend a helping hand. If somebody doesn't want to get better, you're technically wasting your time, because in order for them to change, they have to change themselves. A lot of people want things around them to change, but if you're not changing as the individual, nothing is going to change. So
Do you see that as sometimes an issue and a problem with people in marriages, relationships, where one person wants to change and get better and be better and get advanced degrees and all this other stuff and travel the world and that kind of thing, but the other person, they're just comfortable where they are.
yes.
And they don't want anything more for themselves.
Yes, and that's always going to be a problem, because some people, they tie you to your past. So one person might want to change and experience a lot of different things in life, but that other person might just, like, why are you trying to change now? You've never been like this before. But a lot of people are scared of change because they don't know where they'll end up. So,
Right.
like I said, if that person doesn't want to change, you're going to have to do some things, make some sacrifices as the person that's trying to change. Sometimes you have to cut ties with people that aren't trying to go in the same direction as you. I have friends from back home. It's just love from a distance. Of course, I don't want anything bad to happen to you, but I can't continue wasting my time discussing things that you want to talk about.
Because change is a two-way street. You can change for the good, but you can also change for the bad.
Right.
And I know a lot of people who change for the bad. Just go back to your college reunions and your high school reunions. Be like, ooh, what happened to you? Rode hard, put away wet. You think you would have gotten better with that education, but yeah.
Didn't change anything.
A lot of
You
things
went
happen.
backwards. Still trying to fit into that cheerleader outfit that,
Why
you
it's
know,
got to be a cheerleader outfit? Why can't it be a football outfit? Them little tight pants.
because we can all still fit into those.
Your
Thank
jock
ya.
strap never
Look,
fit
that
anyway.
jersey
Big stretch.
is not
He said it's
coming over the
stretch. No, it's coming. It's
It's-
stopping
They got
right
that
there.
big gut.
Turn into a halter top.
It's gonna fit though. We gonna make it do
With
what
that
it
Dunlap
do.
hanging out on over the top.
Yes.
No, we're not gonna do that. I noticed that a lot of times where people make the mistakes, and I feel like when you're in a relationship or you're evolving into one or getting to know somebody, in your first initial 2 or 3 conversations, you should be able to identify what they're saying, and does what they do marry up with what they say? You know, there's a lot of folks that, oh, when I grow up, I'm going to be, or I want to do, or I want to this, or, you know, I have hopes, dreams, and ambitions, but you're wasting your money, or you're wasting your time, or every time I see you or talk to you, you hanging out, you know, at the club, this, that, or whatever. That is not lining up with what you said you wanted to do. And I think women often, being the nurturers that we are, fall into that I can change him mentality. Or I see so much potential in him, you know, I just got to get him hooked up with me, girl. Like, I'm going to say him in a positive direction and stuff. I was like, okay.
Put your shit in a positive direction herself.
Right. And that's another problem is people want more out of somebody else so they can do less. I want you to be all you can be, and I'm going to be good to you, and I'm going to support you because I know you're going to make it to the NBA.
And I'm going to sit right at home and not do nothing.
Right.
Collect the money.
If I work, I can't make you that spaghetti you like. You know? So that's a two-way street, too. You know, both identifying and then owning up to it. And I think that sometimes success is a hard road travel because it's a lonely road. It requires you to cut off some people that you really want to be close to and some things that you want. And then you have to have a sense of adventure to march out into these networking forums where everybody from Wakanda is not there. You know, you have to get involved into... I used to encourage the youth when I would speak to them to go to the city hall and council hall meetings. And, you know, they had a little city hall meeting at the library. It's open to the public. And they was like, you know, I want to go there. Why I want to go there? You need an internship. Like, you're not going to be in the 8th grade forever.
Right.
You need to start being seen.
Why are you yelling at the babies?
Because they was getting
yelling at the babies. You need an internship. Get a job.
Right.
But I'm only 5. Get it. You're going to need a job eventually.
Look, you need a play date with Valworth Jones's family. That's who you need to be with. All right.
So you can change your mindset.
But understand what I was seeing, what I was witnessing that was really frustrating is these parents are pushing these kids and practicing on weekends and doing this so they could be seen by a college scout. But then their senior year, they mess up their knee or something. Well, you never invited them to the free city hall meeting. Find out what's going on in their community. They need college requirements, have volunteer hours. Like, where have you volunteered?
Plan B.
I have even noticed that more job applications actually ask and accept volunteer time as time on hand, for it. But we're not pushing that. You know, we're not pursuing that, and kids are, turning their nose up at it. But I feel like if you start getting them in that environment, then they know that not only can I be a rapper, but I could probably be a contract attorney, or I could be an accountant or whatever. There's something more. Like, you need to know the big picture. Even if you don't want to do it, you at least need to know what the people working for you are supposed to be doing.
Right.
Like the attorney that is a titan.
Yes, I don't like him, but he has no reason to not be liked. So I love the Titan games with Dwayne Johnson. And there was
AKA me.
We're going to let that one go. Hold on to that dream. You believe in yourself. I'm going to believe in you. But he's an attorney. He's like a black belt, and like he does MMA, but like everything he's ever done, he's superseded. Like excellence, everything, including winning the stupid Titan games. And I wanted him to lose because he just got on my nerve. He's so cocky.
Was cocky. If you cocky and you can back it up,
then you're even worse. And he's. But I couldn't hate on him.
It's a good thing.
Right. I couldn't hate on him
you
because what it was his determination and his dedication. He focused on whatever craft it was until he mastered it. And then he focused, and then he focused, and he focused, and he focused. And he is just annoying. But because he did it all right.
He can deliver.
He absolutely can.
You always want somebody to deliver. Somebody that focuses, and somebody that has your back, and somebody that will go to bat for you, because those are winners.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be around winners. They really, really do.
Right.
True.
But oftentimes, they don't know any. And the people that they hang out with are a bunch of losers, and you feel comfortable and you get stuck. And if you become a winner, that means I got to change my mindset. If I become the winner, that means I got to leave Pookie and them behind. If I become a winner, that means I'll be asked to the White House and the halls of Congress and the Pentagon and all these places that I know Ray and them ain't gonna come. They ain't gonna pass the background check or the security check type thing. So they can't get in.
Stop right there.
So you're like, sir, remove the hoodie and the dark sunglasses. It's like, who does that? You know they gonna ask you.
Pull them pants up.
Exactly. The police pull you over and you still got the window up blasting the music.
When you roll it down or whatever, a bunch of smoke flying out the window.
Talk about, it wasn't me.
That's a big dilemma a lot of people face right now, especially trying to make changes. Some people try to make the change inside the environment, not knowing sometimes you have to leave the environment.
Absolutely.
And fix people, or not even fix people, but just help.
A prophet is never honored in their own home. And that's because I knew you way back when. And now you got you some religion, and now you want to change me. But you were the same one that was the lookout when we broke into Auntie M's bedroom to steal her wallet.
True.
And you wiped your butt on her good towels in the bathroom.
Exactly. Just peed everywhere to mark your mark.
Right.
But yet,
So
you
it's hard
now
to
want to
come back.
change me, and you want to tell me there's a more excellent way. And
Right.
you know, so sometimes you can't do that, so you have to show them better than you can tell them, and that means leaving that environment.
Absolutely.
And
it
saying
makes
bye-bye.
flying solo.
That's right.
Yeah, it makes flying
Say
solo.
bye-bye.
That saying I saw, tell the world what you're going to do, but show them first.
Yes.
Because if you start telling all your friends, you know, this is what I'm going to do, they're going to literally, you know.
Eat you alive,
I'm
tell you
just
what
trying
you
to
can't
save
do.
you. I have a girlfriend that I miss dearly. I really miss our friendship and our relationship. But when I went off, I left my job with the Pentagon, like just no, like it was time. And it's do it or don't do it. It didn't make sense to leave a good job, and like it was a security blanket. But I know that there was so much more in me than that. So when I left and I started, shut up. I always know.
It's like, oh, that was the reason. That's the real reason why you left.
He was my man. No, but there was so much more in me that I
speak for me.
knew that I wouldn't be able, you know, to press through because there is a requirement at that level. Like, it ain't a gray line. Like, this is how you have to be if you're going to be there. But when I left, she became so discouraging, and I knew that I couldn't share my journey into entrepreneurship and radio and health and wellness. I knew that I couldn't share that with her. And I knew that it was going to be a journey that I had to make up in my mind for the love of who I am and my love for myself and what I want to be. I got to let this she's really cool, like really cool person go. And we've tried to, you know, connect a couple of times. No, I didn't try to mend it because I knew that I wanted to let her know I'm still here, but we're in a different place right now in our life. So it's a lonely separation. But I knew that from beginning because all of our conversations was based on her next idea that she would never pursue. It was based on what she was sick of, but she would never leave and change. So when I did it, I wasn't going to get that you can do it, you can do anything. You know, I support you because the life that you live right now shows me that you're not going to do anything about the situation that you're in. So now that I'm doing something about it, oh, you need to be careful.
Something negative.
You know, and she literally was trying to be supportive, but
From a negative way.
right, but your lifestyle shows me that you don't even believe that I can do this. You know, I just want you to be careful and, you know, do your research and I literally have swam with sharks, jumped out of planes, and lived in a war zone for 2 years. Don't tell me about risk. Like, if anybody gonna take it, it's gonna be me. So it's heartbreaking in that sense, but I'm grateful because had I allowed her to keep me in that comfortable, what do you call it, analysis paralysis state, where I knew I was going to do it, but I'm going to overanalyze it till I don't do it, I wouldn't be sitting here with you all. I wouldn't be living my best life right now, you know, in pursuit of what went beyond my little cubicle or my little office space. And the way our government is today, I don't want to go back no way. Love you guys.
Sometimes people are in our lives for a reason, some for a season, and some for life. And you have to be able to recognize that because not everybody that you're hooked up with today you can bring with you.
Right.
True.
And they were there during that moment, during that time. You were going through, you needed somebody. They were the ace boon coon, but now it's a new season, it's a new day. And that same person may not be the person you want in your corner.
Right.
So you have to love them from a distance and move on. Still appreciate and honor them for what it is that they have done. But if they're not a part of your future, then they're a part of your past.
Right.
And anybody that you come into contact with, you really have to evaluate, is this relationship going to help propel me towards my destiny or not? And if it's going to be a distraction, and if it's not going to propel me towards my destiny, then why am I having that relationship? Be it friendship or anything else.
Yes. Awesome. Good stuff.
That's the truth.
You just ready on. You trying to make me crack up.
Yeah, gonna do it.
That's the truth, though.
When you capture events, when you shoot people with your
Camera.
yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
Trigger.
Is there a certain eye that you need in order to be a photographer? Or is it something that you can learn? Is it something you're born with and you just have that it? Or you're just born with it?
I think I've always had that creative eye. I mean, growing up, I would draw sketches, landscapes, portraits, or whatever.
Draw like on
Pictures, paper. You can't like with pencil.
stick
No.
figures?
No, honey. Portraits,
She
landscapes.
said no, honey.
Charcoal on the inside of a cave. Hieroglyphics.
You know, when you taking a picture, it's kind of like that. I mean, you got to sketch it out. You got to mold it. I mean, you got to bring your creativity to it or whatever. I don't think anybody can take a picture. I mean, that's like you take some of these people that's out here taking pictures with their cell phones or whatever, and I can take that same exact picture and make it look like I took it with my camera, knowing that the pixels and the the resolution and the quality isn't going to be the same. But you got people, they cutting off heads, feet, and everything else, and they think that's good, and they like, I got that. No, you didn't.
They didn't want to get the head and the feet. They wanted
That
to
was
get the
their-
part that
that
they
was their
wanted to take a
creative,
picture
artistic-
of.
No, they got all
Exactly.
that. They ain't getting
They
the
wanted to
subject. They
get-
getting all that. No.
Everything
That's the
around
piece
it.
they wanted.
No, that's because they didn't know what they were
They're
doing.
going to blow it up and put it on their wall.
It ain't going to
Dream
get
about
blown
it
up.
at night.
Dream about it.
Uh-huh. Yes.
But I think everything that I've done or whatever, when it comes down to photography, just something that I picked up, something that I stepped out on faith and just said, I'm going to do it.
Are you
And
that
just
type
went
of
and did it.
person that will take a picture of somebody and try to make them look pretty when you know they ugly?
Photoshop some lotion on their elbows.
Because they ugly.
I'm not even going to go there
And you
because
know
I
they
have
ugly. They ugly. You've
Don't do
seen.
it. Don't-
You've
don't let
seen.
him
My
Yes,
charity and my
You've
nonprofit is
seen
beauty in the eyes of the beholder. So no, we're not even gonna go
But you
there.
behold
God made
them.
everybody
But you
nice,
behold
beautiful,
them ugly
and
people.
everything. No,
On the inside.
no, they got something to
You
bring
know.
out. That's why I just tell them or whatever. You gotta bring you gotta finesse it. you gotta bring your
God
character out.
allows free
whatever.
will, and what they did, what Christ's creation, is an abomination.
No.
Lord help
They
them.
messed it up
No.
for everybody. And now you take the picture, and now we got to look at it. How is that fair for the rest of us?
First of
You
all,
know what? You can flip the page. You ain't gotta see it.
First of all, they're gonna have that at their house.
Right.
It's gonna be hanging up in their house on their
And
wall.
you
And
not
unless you
invited over.
going to their house for dinner or whatever, you ain't seeing their picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's their own.
Because they ugly. So
No,
they need to
you
keep it
know
in their
what?
house.
I'm not even gonna.
Don't
I
post
plead,
them
I'm
ugly-
not.
don't
I plead the
post no
fifth. I'm not
ugly
gonna talk
pictures
about
on social
beauty
media.
in the eyes of the beholder. That's all I
Do
gotta
you know
say.
there's actually a website called uglypeople.com?
Really?
There is. Uglypeople.com.
And what's on it?
Ugly people.
That's what I'm talking about.
But I would say
y'all
this.
know they
No,
exist.
but
so I'd be like,
what I will
everybody
say,
beautiful.
some of
No, everybody
I
not.
believe that some of the pictures have been altered or something like that. Like they've done some
To make
some
'em
work
ugly?
to make them ugly. Yes, but
But then
everybody-
other people, they just ugly.
how you gonna call somebody's child ugly?
If you ugly, the truth shall set you free.
Dr.
Work that.
Bizness.
Join the
But
circus.
to be
There's a
honest,
check waiting for you.
Val had something to say.
You do have ugly people out here
Oh
making
my
it.
God, he didn't have nothing to say.
They do.
No, we know that.
What about what's to do with the big clock?
Flavor Flav.
Oh my
Flavor
God,
Flav.
he ugly.
See?
But he paid.
But I know what I'm saying. Them girls didn't care about that. But that money was I know, right?
Ugly.
Shoot, they be like, Jay-Z got big lips, but you know,
He
got big pockets.
Right.
So you overlook the lips because
I
of the
don't
pockets.
think Lil Wayne is an attractive person.
He sure isn't.
But
You
He
can't
is
see
what
him,
he is,
though,
but I'm
right?
not gonna talk
Well, he
about
got
him.
tattoos all over his face and stuff.
I don't
and whatnot.
look at
it's
him.
like what he
I
looked
don't
like.
know.
I don't even know what he looked
what
like.
is that guy on Suits? Lewis is.
Yes.
Is this a TV show?
Yeah. It's called Suits.
It's
a
called.
series.
It's a lawyer. I'm in a law. Stuff.
I know what you're talking
And
about,
he is a very unappealing. He is
Did something?
visually challenging.
No,
No,
nothing happened to
Visually
him.
challenging.
Oh, okay.
He
yeah,
just
he's
born that
visually
way.
challenging, but he's brilliant on the show.
Get it from his mama.
Mhm.
You
He
know.
brilliant and he got money.
So I feel like there's a song that says, "Find an ugly girl and make her your wife." Because if a pretty girl leave you, she leaves you singing the blues. But if an ugly girl leave you, you got nothing to lose. So if they
So
literally made lyrics out of that, and
Wow.
I think that visually challenging people need
Yes.
to have a heart of compassion.
Yes.
And
You need to
be
have
kind
something
and
because
something.
obviously
Open
this ain't
mind.
working for you. So be brilliant, have $1 million in the bank, have a
kind.
900 credit score, banging body.
Beautiful
if the face
smile.
is jacked up.
Beautiful
Oh.
smile.
Ain't nobody looking at no smile.
Yes.
Val. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You better bring more than a smile, girl. That's all I'm saying. You're going to need
Val.
more than a
If I
smile.
look like this,
No.
you wouldn't be my friend. You already know I'm nice.
I'll be your friend.
You be like, you meet me there. I'm not riding
Just
with
walk
you.
5 steps
You just
behind
meet
me.
No, everywhere we go.
That's wrong.
I had to do that with my kids.
Oh my God.
There was a certain
Every
period of
child
time.
goes through an ugly phase.
I don't know what was going on, but they had that big forehead, tiny ear, just body just not proportioned, and they keep wobbling forward because the head was so big and stuff.
So you wouldn't hold a hand?
No, they
Lord.
kept running behind me. I'm like, get away! Who child is this? Go with your
Go with your mama.
Yes, I
Go
could.
with your mama.
I have reputation. Man, no ugly kid.
Cold-hearted.
You know. 6 months later, we were cool again.
They blossomed.
Yeah, we were cool again, but
They was
all
swans.
the pieces had to catch up and look normal. I'm like, people gonna think I
turned
had
into
an animal or
swans.
something for a kid. You know, it's like, oh, that's a nice doggy. Oh,
Like
that
daddy.
nice doggy.
Oh no, don't. Oh my God, no. Lord.
You act like you're not.
Lord.
No. No.
Dr. Evil.
No, they had to learn. The world is not going to embrace you the way daddy embraces you. So I got to sometimes give you a taste of what the world is going to share with you to prepare you.
Really?
So if people are throwing stones at you saying, ogre, then you'll know. You know.
That's all.
Holy water.
For real. Lord.
You can
Be like, heal them.
write me letters from the circus and everything. So.
No. The worst ever.
They're beautiful now, though. They are. I claim them. Yes, they are mine.
Now.
They look like me. So yeah, they're beautiful.
So I mean,
now.
So what
you
did you
had an
look
ugly
like? That's what I'm
phase.
saying. What did you look like back in the
Don't
day?
worry about my challenging.
With
Well, your
years.
mama must have
With your
there go.
neck
Your mama must have
Don't
told
worry
you to
about
run on.
Don't worry about it. Mind your business. Mind
He
your
in the second grade with the George Jefferson. No hair on top and an extra shag in the back. Okay.
We were
God.
transitioning.
On
That's
the,
right.
Look, on the playground looking like Benjamin Button.
I was that caterpillar. I had to come out of my become that butterfly. So we all go
Yes.
through that little cocoon phase.
stage. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yes. You just gotta keep working through it though.
Yes.
Don't be comfortable in your cocoon. That's the moral to the story.
Amen to
Being
that.
comfortable. No.
It's a place of comfort and transformation until
Right.
you are ready to
Until you're
evolve
ready
and be
to evolve
released.
into the world and fly
Blossom.
and soar. So don't feel comfortable in the cocoon stage because
Until
you'll
you're
never
ready.
become that butterfly. How you know? You never been in a cocoon.
Because
Because what?
That goes on the inside
There are things that go on inside of the metamorphosis.
The changing.
Right. So don't feel
That
comfortable.
sounds like the mindset
'Cause
when you're not
sometimes-
feeling ugly. The mindset is going. There's things and
Yes.
changes and things that's going on in the mindset, so they have to clean that out.
Renew your mind.
to blossom
Yes.
into that butterfly.
And then when you become the butterfly, that's when you show up and you capture the moment.
I know, right?
Exactly.
See, they go into the coon. They
That's
listen
right.
to one of our motivational speeches.
Absolutely.
They come in like this.
Oh Lord.
And then they go
shaking
into their
their head that they
cocoon.
bought.
And then they come out like this.
Oh
And
Lord.
then you can capture them.
Right.
Right.
And then Photoshop them and send them to the world.
I know, right?
Oh,
We have a
All the
plan
filters.
for each and every one of you.
I'm saying.
That's
Photoshop.
right.
Post it.
We're here for you, ugly and all. Give us a call.
Yes.
877-342-7770.
Visually challenged. Reaching out to those that are visually challenged and letting you know that somebody loves you,
Yes, we do.
not him.
But somebody does. And I believe that.
Beauty in the eyes of the beholder.
That's right.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
Don't behold this way.
Yes.
Val, how can people get in contact with you?
Instagram.
Depends on how they look. We take letters if you're
All the
visually
pretty girls on
challenged.
the left, all the ugly ones to the
Oh,
right.
man. I'm not even. Instagram VJones_12, Twitter and Facebook Valworth Jones, VALWORTH, last name Jones, JONES.
MsCpix?
You know, y'all can find me.
No, we don't know.
Google C-PIX Studios. Yes, or you can also tune in to me on Tuesday nights at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know, check out your girl, MsCpix, with Christ poured into excellence.
Hey.
You stole that, didn't you?
Pop that.
I know, right?
You stole that.
You should have told me. I would have
Ain't
popped
that
that with you.
Isn't that like a thing, like a
Ain't nobody
movie?
steal nothing.
A movie something,
No.
and then that Pixar,
No.
the Pixar thing, and
No,
he jumps
that's
up and
not the
down.
same.
Oh my God.
That's
Pixar?
Pixar.
That's Pixar.
That's
Pixar.
Pixar.
That's not MsCpix.
Not CPix.
No.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna make sure
I'm an
you're not
original.
thief. All right. Don't call the copyright
Yeah.
people.
Pop
I'm
that.
protecting you, Pixar.
Snitches get stitches.
My money app thingy is send it to me there. That's where you send me the
First
Cash
of
App
all,
thing.
I was gonna say he called it money app. That's your first sign. Don't say him nothing, because your money will disappear in a money app.
Somebody did do that. They were cash apping somebody, and it was the wrong. It was like off by one letter or one number or something or whatever, and the money kept going through. And they were on a payment plan, and they just kept sending the money, and then once they finished the payment plan, they called the person and said, "Okay, I'm ready. Let's get started." And it was like, "Joker, I ain't get no money from you."
Wow.
It's like, "Yes, you did. All that money I've been sending you, you better have got something. I got my record." He pulled up his phone in the whole nine. They looked. That ain't me. They were sending the money to somebody else this
Wow.
whole time.
I wish I
And
was in
y'all
that
be
position.
trying to convince me
He
that
said
God
you wish you was
ain't
as
good.
the receiver
Thank
or the
you,
giver.
Jesus. I know.
Be specific in what position.
Good
He said he wished he was in that position. I said the giver or the receiver.
Mm-hmm.
He said no, the receiver.
God is
Definitely
good
the
all
receiver.
the time. And all the time, God is good.
I thought it was a
Yeah.
one-time blessing, but every first and
month.
15th.
Yes. Woo, it came. Thank you, Jesus.
On time.
Clockwork.
Family, you're tuned in to the Profit and Growth Hour here on WDRB Media.
The
voice of the community.
Great work. We're done. So
We're done. We's done.
Excellent.
Y'all are the bomb diggity. Yes, yes.